Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is March the 5th and I'm going to talk about General Hospital. And hopefully not complain the whole time because they did have some scenes that I liked today. So, told you guys I'd be better. Because the show was better. It's a group effort here. So we start with Portia and Ava. I I like them in scenes together. I like that Portia knew she needed some shady help, and so of course go to Ava. Um, yeah, my notes are all over the place, so give me a second because I know I just kind of want to finish them up all in one scene because they bounce back and forth, but the dialogue was very repetitive. All right, so Portia explains what's going on with the blackmail, what she did to Heather, and asks Ava for help. And Ava tells Portia the truth. She says, I think you should tell Kurt. You're probably going to have to tell Curtis the truth. Just be honest with him. And Portia says, no, I can't do that. Then literally, not even a commercial break, literally the very next thing she says is, what do you think I should do? I'm like, girl, Ava just told you what to do. And Portia just resisted that, and then they went back and forth, and by the end of the show, Ava has now told her that, just manipulate Curtis a little bit, play along with Drew. And I don't want the narrative at the end of all this to be that was Ava's advice. Because Ava told her to tell Curtis the truth several times. And Portia did not want to. So I don't know. That scene. I love how I talked about me enjoying the show today and me not complaining as much. And I'm still complaining in the first segment. Sorry. But that scene to me, the writing, whoever broke down that scene, very bad job, horrible job. You should have some other, even if it's filler dialogue. You literally had them saying the same thing, and you make Portia look stupid, and you make Ava look less Ava because I feel like Ava would have been like, "Bitch, I just told you what to do." All right, scroll back up because that's it for Ava and Portia. We have Felicia and Carly. I think that's actually probably where the show started. At first I was like, why is Felicia all in Carly's business? And I thought it was going to be about the fact that Felicia knows that she is the one. Felicia thinks that Joss helped her remember that Cyrus was there, but which is true, but also Felicia gave Joss the clues to figure out that Cyrus was the murderer. So I thought that was going to be what was coming out of that scene. And Brennan I didn't think he would be a fake Brennan, would be exposed that quickly, but I thought that what we were dancing around. But then I remembered, oh, that's right, Felicia and Bobby were close, so it's more of a maternal kind of thing, looking out for her, saying the things that Bobby would probably say, warning Carly the way Bobby would if she was still here. May she rest in peace to Bobby and Jackie. I was worried that when Carly and fake Brennan was together, that they were going to end up, crossing that line, which I would have loved if it was the real Brennan. I wanted that from their first scene together. I said I wanted to have a oops moment and wake up and be like, oh no, what did I do? Girl, you did Brennan. But now that the real Jack Brennan is gone, I don't want that. I don't want that at all. So I'm glad that that's not happened yet, but I don't know that it's not, unfortunately. Trying to make sure that's all of that. And then later, Felicia tells Carly, don't do anything I wouldn't do. As a lifelong watcher of General Hospital, Felicia, I've seen a lot of the things that you do, and there's not a lot on that list. So that was really bad advice. I think she said, don't do anything that I have done. That would have been better cautionary tale there. I have a joke here about Carly talking about fake Brennan fixing her plumbing. It's a good joke that I can't say because my kids is over there and I don't want to gross them out. But for the adults here, you know what I'm getting at. You can insert your own chuckle here or your own adult joke there. But having Brennan sitting there across from Carly talking to her, knowing he's looking at Joss's. Oh, you guys see my tattoo? I didn't know it was going to show. This is a microphone. It says poet. You can tell. I'm sorry. I got distracted by myself. I'm so sorry. It was weird. All right. Focus. All right. I have Jason and Anna. I did like hearing Jason tell Anna that he was frustrated that Sidwell was able to get past the Quartermain security. Because I was fussing about that yesterday, how it didn't make sense. And it still don't make sense. But at least it was acknowledged. Um, During just Anna and Jason talking, I don't even remember what they said, but my daughter said, ooh, she wants him so bad. So that's her note, and she's correct. Anna do want Jason so bad. I don't want this adventure to end up in their own oops. I do not want that, but they've been building up towards it for a while. I don't want Jason to have sex with his ex's mother. I don't. Especially because what Jason and Robin had was, it was a love story and it was special. And like, especially for the time, if you guys were watching during the 90s, like, that was a very controversial moment in time. There was a lot more stigma and stereotypes around and myths around being HIV positive or having AIDS. And shout out to Kimberly McCullough, I hope I said her name right, for having that role at such a young age. But also the way that they played it, it could have been gross. But to be able to have them have a love story where Robin was HIV positive and they were still intimate with protection and he did not, contract the disease, the infection. I remember being touched by that at the time. And I still am to this day. Randomly, I will go on YouTube, even with the grainy footage and you can barely see, I'll watch Stone taking his last breath, telling Robin, I can see you, Robin. I can see you. And then I'm crying like a baby. So, I don't want to taint any of that story and make it worse by having him hook up with Anna. Especially when he got a baby on the way. I know that's not his baby, but that's what they're pretending. Danny and Rocco. Oh, and now so we know Charlotte is in Buenos Aires. I'm interested to see how we're gonna know when Jason and Anna go there. What are they gonna do to the set to show that we're in Latin America? And then we see Dante and Cody, and the way Cody is talking, I'm like, does Cody know? And I don't know if there were scenes between Brooklyn and Cody to show us already that he knew. But then we get confirmation later with Detective Lulu that Cody did know in the role that he played in that. I still don't like the story. I'm just telling you what they showed us, guys. I don't like it not one bit whatsoever. Maxie trying to distract Martin. The Maxie Jones I know is a much better liar than that. I don't know what that spectacle was she put on now. Maybe it's because she's a mom and out of practice, but she can do much better lying. There's a little extra for me. She better send Lulu the dry cleaning bill for that blouse too. Oh, I'm really all over the place. I have Emma and Gio. Of course, they walk in on Dante and Cody. Of course. We all know why. It's like, can we just have like a big poster board sign? They're so subtle. Attention, Lulu. Having Sam's kidney does not make you a private investigator. Stop it. You are bad at it. And I actually don't like the writing. Because stuff like that is stuff that Sam was really good at. It's adding insult to injury to me. I already said that about Felicia and Carly. I already said that dirty joke. I hinted at it, didn't say it. So I'm classier than that. Later, when we see Anna and Jason again, Anna is catching Jason up about Valentine and him trying to kill fake Brennan and everything. And I was surprised I'm also surprised that Carly didn't mention that to Jason. But I think that, where's my note? I had a point here. Yeah, I think that Anna thinks, and they're going to play it like, and Anna thinks that the reason Carly didn't say anything is because of Brennan, like protecting Brennan, liking Brennan, fake Brennan. I don't think that's what it is. I think it's more about, I think Carly would be more like, well, you didn't tell me about Sasha, so why do I have to tell you about Brennan? I think she's going to be a little jealous. And she should be, because that's Carly. Carly is always going to be jealous of any relationship that any woman has with Jason to the end of time. Because that was her first love when she came to Port Charles. And I know it's debatable, but I do think that Carly loved Jason even back then, and I think that Jason loved Carly. I know, I saw them at Jake's. I know how it started, but I do believe that they loved each other. Jason was dedicated to Michael. The reason Jason is dedicated to Michael now is because he was really Michael's first father. And the reason that Jason loved Michael so much was because of Carly. The reason he took care of that baby with Robin's help when Carly had postpartum depression and had left the show for a little while was because of his love for her. Yeah, his animosity with the Quartermaines and wanting to protect Michael from them had a little bit to do with it, but I think the root of it was the love between them. And I do not think that it is romantic right now, but I think it's bigger than romance. Like, it's bigger than romance, it's bigger than best friends. They love each other as human beings from one person to another, and that kind of transcends any shape or form. Could I see them getting together? Yeah, if they wanted to, but it doesn't have to be that way. But my point is that Carly's always going to be a little jealous. She made peace at one point with his dynamic with Sam, because Jason did put her in our place, but that was short-lived. Because, you know, Carly's Carly, and Jason is Jason. All right, let's see. Even Rocco knows Charlotte is even Rocco knows Charlotte is where she wants to be. Lulu keep trying to find her. She does not want to be with you. But, you know, Jason and Anna will find her. I don't know what this sentence was. Oh, Danny suggesting Rocco. Did he say that he tell? I don't know if he suggested that he tell, but I know Rocco was saying he didn't want to tell his mom because then she would go looking for Charlotte, and he felt like he was selfish. But like Rocco is not stupid. He knows that if she does know, she will go looking for Charlotte, and he wants to spend some time with his mom. He barely see her, so like, I don't think he's being selfish. I think he's a very wise and insightful young man. But Danny didn't even hesitate. As soon as Jason walked in, he told him the truth. And I'm gonna mess up my notes later because this is further down. But I did like that Danny went and told Jason right away. He didn't even, like I said, didn't even hesitate. He loves his daddy, and he looks at him. The way he looks at him with that twinkle in his eye, he loves his dad so much, and I like it. I would like more scenes with them. I want to see Jason being a dad. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what they would even do together. I can't see them in a park pitching baseball, but maybe working on the bike. Not on his motorcycle if he doesn't ride it, but working on it. Something. Looking through a photo album of Sam growing up. Maybe tell him more about his namesake, Sam's brother Danny. If you guys remember, he used to wear the red hat. Red hats have a different connotation nowadays. We might want to leave that alone. But it would be nice. I don't know if Danny knows about his namesake, Sam's brother. Yeah, he was very special to her, obviously. Already said that. Okay, then Emma and Gio talking to Cody and Dante, and Emma talking about, you guys must have all kind of stories. What 20-year-old college student wants to hear a random man's camp stories? It's so ridiculous. And I'm not a fan of Emma anyway, but this is what she brought her back for. To be like a buffer in this story in the background, like a pawn, and also to like be annoying about saving the animals. And hey guys, I want you to save the animals. I say this all the time. I am a vegetarian. I will always announce that I am a vegetarian. But come on. She's too much. And it's not accurate. That's not how Emma should be. Emma was sweet. And I'm not saying you can't change. I said this before. I get it. Kids growing up, they can change completely, have different personalities. But this is still the little girl who thought her mom died I don't know how many times and came back from the dead I don't know how many times. Now she got her family together and her little brother. Her mama had HIV. She was born from that union and did not get it. I'm trying to remember if Patrick and Robin did they use protection? I feel like maybe they didn't, but that sounds preposterous, but I feel like there was some there. I remember when Lisa Niles took Robin's medicine, switched out her medicine, and like Robin could have got sick and died that way. Emma should be grateful. She has a million different reasons to be grateful. Even her grandma that she's complaining about living with now. How many times did your grandma die and come back? Goodness gracious, she's so ungrateful. I'm sorry, I didn't know this was going to be the berate Emma portion of the evening. I would have announced it had I known it was coming. I apologize. But speaking of berating people, Curtis. This ain't even about Curtis. It was funny because they lined up right there. I did laugh out loud when Portia said Curtis hates Secret. We all know that, and I think we've all said that, but it was just so funny the way she said it, because I was like, girl, we know. Like, ask Jordan, no, let's not bring Jordan into this. I apologize. Already have about Ava telling Portia the truth. Say Ava tells Portia the truth, then Portia immediately says no, then immediately ask Ava what she should do. Which I know I'm repeating myself, but I was actually reading it this time. Martin makes me miss Scott. I talked about the dry cleaning. When the brunette came up talking to fake Brennan, I was like, I don't know who this brunette is, but I'm glad she stopped Carly and Brennan she interrupted them. But not the way, but then we see Carly later, and I was thinking Carly was like, oh, I know better. He's a dog. He's sleazy. And I was like, yeah, F him. But then she was more like, you should be with someone like her. Carly is not insecure. I don't know what that scene was, but that is not my girl. Carly, the only person who could make Carly feel insecure in the past was Sonny. And he don't have that hold on her right now. So that's not even her personality. She would not be intimidated by that woman. If she wanted fake Brennan, that wouldn't have stopped her. If anything, Carly would have leaned over that table and put her tongue in his mouth right in front of the girl if she wanted to. Not that I want that, because I don't. That's not really Brennan. But I didn't like them playing it like she was insecure. Dante is a liar when he's explaining to Emma and Gio why Brooklyn stopped singing. Brooklyn stopped singing because the actress cannot sing. If they actually had cast an actress who could sing, or brought back the real Brooklyn, Adrienne Leon, then Brooklyn would still be a singer, and I would love it, because she had a really good voice. I know I repeat myself sometimes, guys, but I still watch those clips on YouTube of the real Brooklyn singing at Jake's. It's so entertaining. Back when they used to let them sing like real, more popular songs, and they would just pay whatever the fee is. What took Lulu so long to text Maxie? She left out of there, had enough time to drive to the stables, change clothes, pull her hair down, but she couldn't text Maxie until she got there to let her know? Like, she's a bad friend, and Maxie was covering for her. I don't like this. I don't like her. I don't know how many different ways I can say I don't like her, but I don't. My note says Danny loves Jason. He does love Jason. I don't want what I think is going to happen between Anna and Jason in Buenos Aires to happen, but we know how that goes. I feel bad for Rocco. Once Charlotte's back, he ain't gonna never see Lulu. I don't know what this note is. Sloppy writing. Something storyline with sloppy writing. Oh, that Lois. It says Loos. I had a typo, so I was like, what does loose mean? It's sloppy writing to me that Lois would want to come to the hotel to get those notes back, but she didn't object to leaving those notes there in the first place. I get why they did it. I think they really think that they are connecting the dots and making it make sense, but it's bad. It's very poorly written. Carly's not insecure. I was impressed when Dante came in the room when Rocco and Danny were fighting, how quick Danny and Rocco like silently communicated to what the lie they were going to tell, and you would never know they was lying. Because I'm not their parent, I'm impressed by it. If I was a parent, then I'd be like, whoa, this is a bit much here. Now, you did that too quickly, too well. But it was good to see Dante being a dad to those kids, because we know he's about to be the dad to the other kid that I'm not going to mention. I have Ava is right. Rick is definitely an unconventional thinker. That's one way to phrase it. I'm biting my tongue to not make a panic room joke. Where's Sasha? You better stay away from Rick. Ava asked Portia which is worse, doing Drew's bidding or losing Curtis. Okay. I was thinking about it. Not really. I mean, what are you really losing with Curtis? Oh, and my last note is this Brennan doesn't deserve Carly. That's a good place to end it on because he does not. Not that he is Brennan. All right. 20 minutes. Not too bad. Yeah, I'm sorry if I missed anything. If I missed anything or got something wrong, please correct me down below. I welcome it. I receive it. Or even if anything you want to say, feel free to comment. But not anything you want to say. Be nice. But I love reading you guys' comments. Thank you so much for every comment. I see that people are, and when I look at the analytics, people are sharing. That's crazy. I don't even know like where the sharing is happening, but it tells me it's happening, so that's amazing. The liking, the commenting, the engagement, anything, all of it. I don't know how to what's the best way to express the gratitude, but I do know if I'm lucky enough to get to 100, I gotta do something. We gotta celebrate. I don't know how that works over the internet. I can't buy all y'all a drink, but something. I don't know. If you guys have any ideas of what would be cool, let me know. We'll make it happen, as long as it's not crazy. I don't know. I feel like I just opened up Pandora's box there. On that note, I'm gonna call it a night. I gotta make dinner. I am starving. My vegetarian dinner, making veggie burgers. I'll make that like at least once a week. I'm probably gonna eat it like 2 times this week because my family loves it. Because you can be very well nourished and satisfied without eating animals. No pressure, no disrespect to anyone else. I'm sorry if I offended anybody at the end. I was doing so well. All right, I'm gonna stop talking now. Thank you guys so much. Live long and prosper.